How would you feel if you had plenty of money in your deposits, but if you are unable to make use of that money, unable to spend that money? You will think like, how can such a situation arise? And it must be a crazy situation, isn't it? I'll describe you one such situation where this kind of thing happened. In our Indian families, and I have seen it across the world in other parts of the world also, there is hesitation about talking about money matters within the family. Head of the families typically hesitate sharing their financial details with the rest of the family, thinking that they are going to manage and take care of everything, and rest of the family is mostly unaware of how the house finances are being managed. And this is where like I found this kind of situation. I didn't come across this situation myself, but I heard about it from someone else. And what happened was, there's husband, wife, and couple of kids. And husband unfortunately passed away. And they were quite well to do while the husband was alive. But once the husband is no more, this family became kind of bankrupt, and they were unable to manage their finances. Even for their basic necessities, they had to borrow the money. It's a real bad situation. And to make it worse, 1 year down the line, they came to know that husband had insured himself with a policy, life insurance policy, and that policy cover was around 2 crores. So these people had access to that 2 crore of people, but they didn't know like they had access to it, and they were unable to make use of it. And it's only after suffering for 1 year that their agent came to know like and provided them the information, and finally they were able to encash that policy. And same with other assets that the husband had, mutual fund deposits and all those things. This family was kind of totally unaware of those kind of situation. So you see, like this kind of situation can arise. Life is very uncertain, and death is inevitable, and it can happen at any point of time. I know, like we hesitate talking about it, and it may be like hurting some people's raw nerve when I am raising this issue, but death is inevitable. So why hesitate talking about it, and why hesitate preparing about it? And we prepare for it by taking life insurance policy. But if our family is not able to make use of it as when the need arises, what use is taking that step? So the first thing that I want to highlight is we should discuss money matters within the family. Our kids, how are they going to learn about money if we don't talk about money to them? So either they are going to learn by observing us, which they do anyway, but we should be able to explain to them why are we making money decisions, the logic and rationale behind them, so they get that understanding. And same way, which are the instruments where the investments is being done, what are the various places where the investments are being done, what are the insurance policies that are there, and how to use those policies as and when the need arises. If only one person is going to have all that information when the need arises, if that person is inaccessible, does the rest of the family have no right to use those instruments? It could be life insurance policy, it could be health insurance policy. So the whole family needs to know how to make use of these instruments. At least the mature ones, the adult people should definitely know about it. Husband and wife definitely should know about it. All the accounts, they should have proper nominees in place. And where the accounts are, all that information should be stored and shared within the family. And one last thing that I want to talk about is creating a will. Most of us postpone creating a will, thinking that we will do it at a later part of the age and all those things when we grow old. But it's like the inevitable death going to wait for us till like that stage. COVID showed us like anything can happen at any point of time, and it can happen even without COVID at any point of time. And if it happens, and we most of us would have seen it happening in Indian families, that head of the family passes away without leaving a will, and now it's left to the rest of the family to sort out the financial matters, the financial legacy. and most of us would have seen how it ends up. It ends up souring the relations, the relationships are gone, the bitterness is there. All that money which was supposed to bring happiness, it ends up creating bitterness and very sad situations. So creating a will help sort out that situation. Have a will, get it registered, so that in case of unfortunate situation arising or the inevitable situation arising, the rest of the family doesn't have to sort it out in a unpleasant manner. You have already left some mechanism to how the legacy needs to be passed on. So I just repeat the three things that need to be done. We need to discuss financial matters, the money matters within the family. Secondly, all our accounts, all our policies should have nominees in place, and all our accounts need to be captured in one place, and the information needs to be shared within the family. And we all need to create a will as soon as possible, so that it is not left for the rest of the family to sort it out in bitter way or whatsoever. So I hope this video is going to provide you value, and I'll be bringing more such videos. And follow me on MegaMoney. Join my MegaMoney community, wherein I provide all these value stuffs more in detail, and we discuss this more in detail in our MegaMoney community. That's all for now. Thank you. Bye.